When I was young, we lived across the street from a firehouse, and I always heard, firefighters go on their runs every single day. And I would just kind of stop whatever I was doing and just listen. I was fascinated, absolutely fascinated about firefighters. I had this little plastic fire suit. I think the sandbox where it all started. I just always found myself digging into something with my hands, like creating something, building something, or whatever that is. Looking back, I was always attracted to detail. I didn't know that I was dyslexic until somebody told me I was dyslexic, like a specialist told me I was dyslexic. I was on a slippery slope until I got into high school. I didn't do well in school. Horrible grades, there's no motivation, there was nothing. I had nothing for my life because I saw that dyslexia was eating me away slowly. And so when I started as a student firefighter, that all changed. I did 180. I started immediately doing better in school because I had a purpose. I'm doing something for somebody else. That was a cool thing. That's when my whole life opened up. Everything opened up. I feel like I get a huge accomplishment and a huge higher purpose in my life as well, just in the fire department, but in my artwork too. What you do as a firefighter, you can help that person. They'll never really forget that. With artwork, you do something for that person, or that organization, or military, fire, police. That's there forever. Forever, forever. Thousands of years. It's almost like I'm carving my own future with every single stroke. And then I go to the fire department and I release that stress that I have with sculpting in the business. And then I go back to the studio to relieve that stress. So it's like a good 50-50 all the time. I love that battle because I'm doing two higher purposes in my life. That's going to be lasting in people's memories for a very long time. And one for thousands of years. When people contact me for a memorial, like War Memorial, World War II, to firefighter, police, I try to put myself in their shoes as much as possible. And I've done some of those careers. I can relate to it. And it takes a relation to actually get a piece of artwork right. That's where my detail shines. It's because there's not going to be a piece missing out of it. Every single pocket is going to be perfectly sculpted. Every single button is going to have the thread on it. That's a cool thing. And the passion behind it is going to show through the clay. That's what I care about the most, is when I see that, do I see a piece of artwork or do I see just a sculpture? I see passion. That's what I want to see. I would say my life is complex. It's not easy. I take everything personally. When you are buying a piece of artwork from me, you're buying a piece of me. And with that, I never want to do it halfway. Because I'm not a halfway person. I'm very real, down to earth in a way that, that's how I communicate. I want to get to the nitty-gritty of everything. What's true passion? What is in their mind? What do they want? Or what do they need? This bronze sculpture is always going to be there. So for organizations to personal, family, portraits of a loved one or anything, that's going to last forever, and that's going to be sent down to generation by generation to generation. Because with my life, what I'm doing is my purpose is making other people's dreams come true forever.